So, good morning everyone. This video is I will discuss about the ballistics, or what is ballistics all about. So, ballistics all about is a ballen or throw is the science that deals with the motion, behavior, and effects of projectiles, especially bullets, gravity bombs, rockets, or the like. The science or art of designing and hurling projectiles so as to achieve a desired performance. And it is a science also. It is a science in itself, because it involved from systematic knowledge, research and development, training, experience, and education of those who pioneered in this field. And also, ballistics is the microscopic examination of fired cartridge cases and bullets, together with the recording and presentation by means photography of what is revealed by the microscope. So, and the categories of ballistics are internal ballistic, transition ballistic, and external ballistic, and terminal ballistic. So, internal ballistics is the study of the process originally accelerating the projectile. For example, the passage of a bullet through the barrel of a rifle. And transition ballistics is the study of the projectile's behavior when it leaves the barrel, and the pressure behind the projectile is equalized. And the external ballistic is the study of the passage of the projectile through the space or the air. And last is the terminal ballistics is the study of the interaction of a projectile which with it is target, whether that be flesh or for the hunting bullets, or steel for an hunting tank round, or even for mace slag for industrial slag, and the rapture. So, and also, ballista is a gigantic bow or catapult uh, which was used to hurl large objects such as stones at the particular distance to deter animals or enemy force. And ballistics theory. So, the ballistic theory is the scientific study of the propulsion and motion of projectiles such as bullets, artillery shells, rockets, and guided missiles. Also includes the study of the destructive action of such projectile. So these are the drag of the projectile moving head on is now usually divided into three parts. There are bow resistance, skin frictions, and base drag. So, bow resistance all about is due to the air pressure at the head of the projectile, and a skin friction, it talks about caused by the friction of air moving along the middle portion of the body. And last is the base drag. Base drag is due to the under pressure and disturbance of the air behind the base. So, uh, so next is the interior ballistics. So, interior ballistics is the study of motion of projectile within the gun barrel, and the time during which the projectile is influenced by interior ballistic is very short. So, from the release of the firing pin to the moment the sound of the shot can be heard, as it leaves the muzzle, occupies only about 0.01 second in a modern rifle. So, uh, interior ballistics also deals with the temperature, volume, and pressure of the gases resulting from the combustion of the propellant charge in the gun. And uh, it also deals with the works performed by the expansion of these gases in on the gun, its carriage, and the projectile. And some of the critical elements involved in the study of interior ballistic are the relationship of the weight or charge to the width of projectiles, and the length of bore or optimum size is shape and density of the prevalent grains for different gun, and the related problems of maximum and minimum muzzle pressure. So then, interior ballistics involves for ignition of the primer, flames is produced, uh, combustion of the gunpowder, energy that is generated, force or pressure developed, and velocity of the bullet from the chamber to the muzzle, and rotation of the bullet, and last is the engraving of the cylindrical surface of the bullets. So these are the interior ballistics involves. So let's proceed to the exterior ballistic. Exterior ballistics deals with the motions of the projectile from the time they leave the muzzle of the firearm to the time they hit the target. And interior ballistics also is the elements such shape, caliber, weight, initial velocities, rotation, air resistance, and gravity, and it helps determine the path of the projectile from the time it leaves the gun until it reaches the target. So these are the interior ballistics. So let's proceed to the conditions of refers to the natural law. First is the velocity. Velocity, speed per unit of time of example of M16 300 feet, and energy is fatal equivalent of a bullet, and yaw is the unstable rotating motion of a bullets, and gyroscopic action is refers to the stillness of its rotating motion, and attained its highest minimum momentum, or stability in flight, and penetrating powder. And Next is the uh, uh, further exterior internal ballistic refers to the attributes and movements of the bullets after it has left in gun muzzle, and it includes the muzzle blast, muzzle energy, trajectory, range, velocity, air resistance, pull of gravity, and penetration. So, we discuss first the muzzle blast. Uh, Muzzle blast is the noise created at the muzzle point of the gun due to the sudden escape of the expanding gas coming in contact with the air in the surrounding atmosphere at the muzzle point. And muscle energy is the energy generated at the muscle point. And the trajectory is the actual curve path of the bullet during its flight from the gun muzzle to the target. And fourth is the range. Range are the straight distance between the muzzle point and target. And range is they have two kinds of range. They are accurate range and maximum range. So these are the two types of range: accurate range and maximum range. So let's proceed with the accurate range. So the accurate range is the distance within the shooter has control of his shot, meaning he can place his shot at the desired spot. And the maximum range is the farthest distance that the projectile can be propelled from a firearm. So let's proceed for the velocity. Velocity is a rate of speed of the bullet per unit of time. So air resistance is resistance encountered by the bullet while in flight. And pull of gravity is downward reaction of the bullet while in flight. And a penetration is depth of entry on target. Depth in the target. So that's all for the interior ballistics. So let's proceed for the terminal ballistics. So terminal ballistic is the study of dealing with the effect of the impact of the bullet on the target. Penetration of the bullet is of prime interest. Penetration is important also in determining safety requirements for the target backstop. They are important to both sportsman and military. So these are the meaning of terminal ballistic. So and terminal ballistics is also deals with the destructive action and effect that occurred at the end of the projectile flight as an internal and underformed body. So this terminal ballistics involves first is a terminal accuracy. Terminal accuracy is the size of the bullet grouping in the target. Second is terminal energy. Terminal energy is the energy of the projectile when it strikes the target, also known as a striking energy. Third is a terminal penetration. Third, terminal penetration is depth of entry of the bullet in the target. And fourth is terminal velocity. Terminal velocity, it is the speed of the bullets upon striking the target. Span of the target. So, chilled shot is a shotgun's pellets made from lead, especially hardened by the addition of a slight and of antimatter. And wood ballistics, it is a study of the effects of projectile to human body. And gunshot wood, or the GSW, it is an open wood produced by the penetration of bullet slug within the tissue of the body, and the bullets with which was propelled from the gun, as well as the flame from the heated expanded gases. In short, range fire is the one of the produce injury. So let's proceed to the three basic kind of GSW, or distinguished by the proximity of the weapon. First is a contact. Contact is a gun muzzle pressed against or within an inch or two of the body. Close discharge is 6 inches to 2 feet, and distance discharge over 2 feet or 3 feet. So, that's all for the and this is the last of the important of the ballistics. So, shots ballistic deals with the attributes and properties of shots and pelts, and the choke is when the diameter of a barrel of a gunshot is the same throughout the bore. It is called by true cylinder. And full is if reduced by 1 mm, half if reduced by 1/2 mm, quarter if reduced by 1/2 millimeter, and improved by cylinder if reduced by about 1 to 10 mm. So that's all for the important discussion about the ballistics. So that's all for today, and thank you.